Well, Phil, what concerns me is there's no plan. I'm all about action, action, action. This is why I opposed McDaniel for reelection. The RNC is doing nothing. They have no infrastructure in place. They have no apparatus to get people to vote early. We've told our base for now a 4-year period, don't vote early, vote on game day. That's blown up in our face as I predicted it would 3 years ago. We only got 52% Republican turnout during the midterms. People go online. They don't have time. Their car breaks down. They got things to do. Our people work. So we're still grappling with that. In Wisconsin, on the Republican website, they begged people to vote early. They wouldn't do it. And there's absolutely no infrastructure in place. There's no NGOs that we have. There's no early balloting apparatus. There's no Dropbox apparatus. There's no ballot harvesting apparatus. The Democrats, we do door hangers like we did in 1972. They're paying people $200 a pop to drag people to the polls for early voting, which is perfectly legal because they're paying them, right? They're ground operatives. We haven't done any of that, Phil. We're what, 15 months out? We haven't done a damn thing. How do we turn this thing around?
Well, I don't know. Maybe this will wake people up. I doubt it, John. It is immensely frustrating. I'll put my partisan hat on for a second. You cannot get Republican policymakers to understand what happened and what went wrong, nor can you get the political authorities in the Republican Party to recognize they are decades behind what the left is doing. Decades behind what the left is doing. They have built in a 4 to 5 point in presidential swing states advantage through exploiting loopholes in the law. I believe still wrongfully dedicating resources to turn government election offices into partisan turnout centers. And we have state legislatures where the legislator has no clue what it means that they have the constitutional responsibility and authority to oversee elections and what's happening and what is wrong with the management of elections. We're not educating. We're not doing anything like that. We are still running campaigns as if it was 2020. And it's not anymore. With organized labor teaming in to leftist nonprofits, masking their efforts as turn out the vote efforts, they are micro-targeting using sophisticated technology and sending people out to get ballots and envelopes, managing those ballots and envelopes away from government counting centers, curing them, we don't know because Republicans aren't there, making sure that they're available to be counted, and then you go into the counting center and everything is already done. Plus, as you indicated, on the clear political side, where they can do it, they are paying people for their information on their phone. They are sending out messages directly to voters that meet a profile that will likely vote Democrat from that individual, and they're paying them for each email and so forth that they send out. The conservatives have nothing like that. They're still door knocking, and they're going to get whipped because they don't take the time to understand the problem. You cannot win a battle when you don't understand the battlefield, when you've not researched and understood your enemy and what they're doing, and where you don't choose the battlefield on which to win. We don't have any of that information. We're just running forward, again, as if it's not a new day in elections, and it's a new day in elections.